Right. Makeup stream. Late afternoon stream time. Oh, I melted all day today, Gray. Um, it was a hot, day today. We went out and yeah, let me walk you guys through my morning here real quick. I got a picture I can share too. It's not a very good picture because my sister-in-law took it on my wife's phone and she did not take a very good picture. Hang on a second, though. I gotta pull it up now. And I'll probably have to make this bigger. Hang on. I gotta figure out how to resize this stuff. It's not one to work. Anyway, what was the weather today? I'll get the picture up here in a minute. Weather today was it was 32 Celsius today, which was about 92 Fahrenheit. 70% humidity. Not quite as hot as Arizona, but we did sweat our patooties off today. We went, and then it poured down rain like the last hour. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a stream tonight because it's just been pouring down rain. But we got up. I got up at like at 4:30 today. I let the alarm go off, shut it off, went back to sleep, woke up. Our great niece stayed with us last night. So we got up, had breakfast, took her back and to her mom's house, and then Chris and I went out with her sister and we went looking at properties out in the countryside beyond where her family lives. So like they're about 30 minutes away from us, and we just went driving around all day today, all this morning. We went down to the lagoon and went a bunch of places. And she did take a picture of us. Let me pull up this picture really quick. It's a horrible picture and I put on a bunch of weight and I don't care. So that was the picture that her sister took today. We went down looking at properties and stuff. And I have a paunch now. I didn't used to have a paunch. That is what an injured leg and 1 year of no cardio does. You get saggy man boobs and a paunch. And then my wife is still like, Chris has always been rail thin. She can eat like a freight train. She doesn't put any on. Anyway, that's a lagoon. You can actually see some people coming across in a boat. On the other side of the lagoon from us is a village, and then every Sunday the people come across the lagoon on boats to go to church in this little town that we were in, and we were looking at properties there. And it's about 10 minutes beyond where her family lives right now, and we went out looking at potential investment properties, like buying countryside farm property. Anyway, Transcend says stream time. Blueface says, hey, what's up? Gray's melting. Kagarin, what's up? Deeks, what's up, man? Put yourself in the freezer, Gray, says Transcend. The Arizona sun's like no other. Yeah. Deeks says, first video in your new series kicks ass. Thank you very much. You know, what's really funny to me is I had like an idea of, you know, I have the first like 6 videos planned out. Some guy posted today and he asked like 15 questions. Let me go see if I can find that comment before we get going here. And I just had to chuckle because I knew that series was, it might not do tons of traffic, but it'll help the right people, and that's what I'm more interested in than anything else. Let me find the because I think it was on one of the shorts versions of it. Yeah, this guy right here. This guy had a whole bunch of questions. This is hilarious to me. He says, how many sites do you stream to? Do you find a schedule helps with the production? How close do you follow the current Dreamy Chin? What do you think about creators promoting each other? Any services you'd avoid? What screen capture technique do you prefer? How long is your average editing session? What do you use to edit? Do you think a selfie camera is necessary? How did you tell your gaming buddies when you started, and how did you handle privacy from the ones that want it? I'm sure I'll think of 10 more things after I post. And I just had to laugh because I was like, I have my own list of things, but he just gave me like 10 additional ideas to put into that video series, which is awesome. So I appreciate that, Deeks. I'll probably record another episode tonight. I mean, honestly, if I could find the time to do it, I'll try to maybe do one a day. We'll just see how the schedule goes. That could probably get spun out into a podcast or something at some point. You never know. And also somebody said, and I think this is very true. I have to find the comment. Somebody said something, and I want to find it so that I can read it off. It might have been on... Yeah, it might have been on maybe TikTok or Instagram. Anyway, but someone had said something along the lines of, thank you so much for, like sharing the information, because way too many channels gatekeep the information and they don't tell us anything. And I was like, I mean, I understand why, because there is this thing of, when it comes to streaming and content creation, nobody wants to share the pie because it's so hard to get to the point where you're making money. Like, it's really hard. And when you finally do start making money, the last thing you want to do is like let someone else take a part of that, take a cut of that pie, because it's like, no man, I worked my ass off to get here and no one helped me. And I get that, but at the same time, like, I'm not starving, and I'm in a unique position where I'm going to use air quotes here, I don't need the money a way that a lot of other content creators do, because they all have teams and, lifestyles that require them to make tens of thousands of dollars a month. And I'm sort of like just back here going, hey man, I'm happy with a few $1,000s a month working towards buying another property. It's like, I'm paid for, I'm set. I could probably retire tomorrow. Not comfortably, but I probably could retire tomorrow if I wanted to. So it doesn't cost me anything to give that information away for free. It takes me 20-30 minutes to record an episode. It's not really trade secret stuff. It's just... Because here's the reality, too. I've been doing this long enough. When Chris and I used to do consultations and presentations, 99% of people, it doesn't matter if you give them step-by-step instructions, they won't follow through with it. Because 99% of people can't. They can't. They'll lose... They'll get a year and a half into it. They won't get any traffic. They'll be sitting there with 3 people watching their streams, and they'll give up. That's 99.9% of people. But it's that 0.1% who are going to stick it through. That's what that information is really useful for, is that, 1%. 60 degrees Celsius transcend? Fuck that, man. I thought it was bad here. We have places that'll get 50 to 55. It's rare, but it'll happen. But 60? Man. Deeks is like, I could retire tomorrow. Very, 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 very uncomfortably. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing some more in that series. I appreciate the kind words about the presentation, but that's just kind of like I would like to think that's because I've, this isn't the first time I've done this, because I used to do consultations and brand building. What's up, Babylonia? Like I could show you guys if I went back and pulled up a list. So Nick and I could tell you one right now. Nick and Margarita um, were interns that worked for me. Specifically, Margarita was one of my interns. They're from Milan. Well, her husband's from Australia and she's from Milan, Italy. When she was my intern, I told her you need to create a Mondays in Milan series and start doing videos and blog posts about that. She started doing it, and like a month after she started doing it, she got hired by National Geographic to do a Milan travel series. Corey is I can't remember the name of his blog now. He's a disabled guy in a wheelchair. He's gone on to become a keynote speaker. He was an intern of mine. Like, this is all like 15 years ago, So I've done a lot of that stuff in the past. In a van down by the river. All right. There's probably traps in here. I think that's where I came in. I love how this was a cave entrance when we logged in here. It was a cave entrance outside, and we come inside, and suddenly it's this, like, decorated... So, it makes me laugh. It's all laid out nice. Thanks, Transcend. Space Camp. Nice. Speaking of Albuquerque, I saw that Vince Gilligan has a brand new show coming out. It's a sci-fi show. So he went from Breaking Bad to a science fiction show, and it was all shot. He set it in Albuquerque again. Can't wait to start watching that. That's going to start airing in November. But yeah, Transcend, I think that the scoring... I'm really glad that I moved away from that system of, like, scoring games. Because all it was doing was causing people to be cranky about the scores. And now I just provide them with, like, lists of pros and cons, and you make up your mind.
For Verdelaine and all within it. Eleme Bahrain.
We survived! We should do a save. So yeah, I think a 4 million. Yeah, selling it for 4 million. Of course, yeah, because it's a famous house now. But I do think I'm gonna try to do like one of those episodes every single night in the new series. I got XP for finding the ore, but I don't appear to be able to do anything with it. enemies nearby.
A Renfail has a walk.
That's all you
Hello.
got. Take that.
Bonaparte.
Take that. Take that. Take that.
All right. One of my favorite things to one of the episodes that I'm looking forward to the most about recording for that series though is the one for the people who continually talk about how if a video isn't perceived as getting tons of traffic, so I get lots of comments from people. So bear this in mind. I am not hugely successful. I am not making tens of thousands of dollars per month. Those of you who, and I think most of the people in chat tonight are channel members, and you guys have seen my channel analytics and my income reports on YouTube. I make good money for me, but I don't make tens of thousands of dollars. I do make several $1,000s. And the numbers are fairly steady and always slowly growing. But I have had an influx of people recently who have been trying to like take apart. So I had one guy say, there's no way you should be allowed to be in, I'm paraphrasing here. He's like, there's no way anyone would believe your how to make a living video when you're only, when he's like, and he looked at like one of my recent like uploads where I do like the 30-minute segments. Those videos don't ever necessarily get lots of traffic right after they're published. So because I'm putting out like 20 videos per day. So for anyone who doesn't pay attention and doesn't understand the algorithm, when you bulk publish videos, which is what I do, YouTube will not send out notifications for those videos. YouTube will send out, generally speaking, it's even if you've hit the bell icon and told them that you want to get all notifications, it generally won't give you more than like 3 notifications, like back to back, and in some cases like 3 notifications in a 24-hour period, depending on all your other notifications. So when I send out 20 videos in the course of a day, especially when I bulk publish, I'll bulk publish like 8 to 12 videos at a time. YouTube won't send out those notifications. They won't send out notifications for those videos for several hours. And they will generally only send out the notifications to the people who the algorithm thinks are going to be interested in those videos. You might be a Renfail fan, but you might not care about Death Stranding 2, so you might not have watched much Death Stranding 2 stuff, so it might not show you my Death Stranding 2 stuff, while it will show you my like Neverwinter Nights 2 stuff or my Dune Awakening stuff. And so you'll get guys who will come on and be like, that video that you published 10 minutes ago only had 10 views. There's no way you're making any money at this. There's no way you're an authority in the space. And then today, literally on TikTok, hang on. I gotta pull it up. Because this is the video I can't wait to make. Hang on. I'm opening TikTok. My phone is old and slow. I need a new phone. But I don't need a new phone if you get what I mean. This was from yesterday. I was talking about how people were complaining that I'm publishing too many more. It is 3, Babylonia. It's 100%. It's 3 notifications. So you can go to YouTube. The YouTube help channel literally tells you it's 3 notifications in a 24-hour period of time. So the people who are like, you're spamming me, stop spamming me with so many videos. And I showed how like CoCarnage did 24 videos in a 48-hour period of time. I did 23 videos in a 48-hour window of time. I mistakenly said 24 hours. What I meant was a cycle. So I was showing this off, and some dipshit came in and said 10 viewers versus 10 viewers versus 10,000 viewers is what they said. Because I think at the time that I was streaming, I only had 10 people watching on Twitch and like 18 or something on YouTube. Which that stream was, I think, during the Neverwinter Nights. It was either Neverwinter Nights 2 or Destiny 2. I'm not getting huge traffic numbers with those streams. It doesn't matter to me. But that guy was like 10 viewers versus 10,000 viewers, trying to say that well, Carnage has 10,000 viewers and you only have 10. And I literally replied and said, yes, he's got a few million followers across his platforms versus me with around 75,000 followers across my platforms. And he started 10 years before I did. Is math hard for you? And I love taking those types of comments and dissecting that and showing the math on that to people, because it's going to help the people who are afraid. Oh, I'm not going to make any money if I'm not getting 10,000 people watching my streams. Bullshit. Don't listen to fucking Asmongold and those guys who tell you if you're not making 100 grand a year, you shouldn't be doing it. If you're not getting 10,000 followers, you're not worth it. Don't be doing it. Fuck that. But that's the problem, is you get people like that who are like, there's no way there's no way you're worth it. There's no way you're valid. There's no way that you're actually successful. You've only got 10 viewers. Okay.
Let's go.
Eleme Vakreni.
So those are the videos I have the most fun producing. What's up, Hunter?
That's all you got?
Those guys were named.
I have to lighten this load.
That's what she said. But you know what? I've got an awesome bag of holding now, which is great. Ooh, I'm gonna give that to my druid.
Yes.
You, my dear, can use that in place of your sickle. Oh shit, you can dual wield? Oh, she can probably use a shield. I'm gonna have to get her a shield.
Yeah?
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Oops. What boots are these? Greater boots of tumbling. Oh, give those to my rogue, please. And the armor. Studded leather armor plus. Also give that to... Actually, we might give that to my druid.
Everyone, follow me.
Oh yeah, that's definitely better armor class. And then
What?
I got... Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, they don't want... Yeah, they don't want competition. Exactly. Yeah, no, I think that format, Deeks, I mean, I'll probably keep doing it, but it didn't, you know, the first week we did it, it was like 60 people, which was awesome. Second week, it was like 40. the third week, which was last week, I think we only had like 20. I don't even remember. I said it during the stream. I think it was less than 30 people at some point. I mean, to be honest with you, but I can't really, the streams the past week and a half have been low. So it's not like I'm getting that many more people doing the games because we're in between games right now, right? So like you can go look at like the stream chart for YouTube and Twitch, and Dune Awakening, we were way up here, and then as soon as I stopped playing Dune Awakening, wow. And we're not playing anything new right now. Destiny 2 is not a new game. Neverwinter Nights 2 is not a new game. Death Stranding 2 is a new game, but I haven't gotten good traffic with that anyway. So I would say that I'll probably keep doing it. I was grumpy about it last week. But my wife had some good feedback for me about not being grumpy about things, so. Yeah, peaks and valleys. The bugbears seem to be arguing over something, but you can't quite make it out. They seem too distracted to notice you. Let's find a place to hide.
We already agreed, Pastak. We split the gold evenly. I killed the most. I should get most of the gold. We only killed 2 of the dwarves, Pastak. And you killed 1. So I share most of the gold with Morgum. Then if I kill you, I'll take your share. Do it. We don't need Pastak.
I'll probably keep doing it. Like I said, what I liked about it was I think it was a great chance to do things like to play things that I don't necessarily play throughout the week. It's a great chance to like take a peek at like games that I might not play on a day-to-day basis.
Take that.
Hey, the funniest thing you guys were talking about, like withdrawals this morning, like I did take my phone with me, but I don't have, so I have a, I've been prepay forever. The way they do phones here is like, I have a phone number, and I've had that phone number for 15, 16 years, but it's a prepay. It's like I have the phone number, but I just put minutes on it when I know that I'm going to need to use the phone, because otherwise I don't use that phone for anything. I literally sit here and it's just hooked up to my Wi-Fi all day, every day. So the only time I actually put any credit on it is like if I know I'm going to be traveling or something. So when I took the phone with me today, I don't have any credit on it. And I specifically didn't put any credit on before I leave, because if I put credit on it and I'm out and about doing my stuff, I'm just going to be like checking my notifications. So it was really, but I was going through withdrawals of like, because I published a video before I left. I published that why I don't review games anymore. And the whole time I'm at, like, we're out there 30 minutes in a van, and I'm just like jonesing to like check my notifications, because when I'm home, I'm plugged into the cockpit, like not 24/7, but pretty much 24/7. I'm plugged into this cockpit, and there is a certain addiction to the ding of the notification, right? Like, but then it's also like, hanging out with the community is fun. And why are my companions not following me? Help! This AI is so stupid.
Gloricum.
Take that! Take that!
Yeah, I don't know what you would call it, Kigarin.
Apio no.
But yeah, I literally just put minutes on it when I want to use it. And generally speaking, as long as you put minutes on your phone like once a
My
year,
spell failed.
they don't, you don't
I
lose
need
your phone
some
number.
healing.
Stay close and step where I step.
But I don't think, like I said, I was grumpy about the numbers, and that was me being grumpy about the numbers. And I'm honest enough to admit that, like, I was grumpy having half the people from that we had the first week. It was like, I want big numbers. I don't like small numbers. But I was reminded, hey, you just signed a big contract for this other thing. Stop worrying about it. You got plenty of money. It's like, but that's not the point. Like, I want to get there. It's a personal thing only, guys. Like, I really want to get, and it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Not unless we have more blowout success like we had with Dune Awakening. So Twitch partner is really, 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 really hard to get. And it takes some people 5, 6, 7 years to get to Twitch partner. And I have this obsession with wanting to get it. Not because I need it, because I can run reruns. And that's something I've watched Co Carnage do, and I'm like, I want the ability to run reruns. Because then what I can do is that I can take my entire back catalog. As an example, I could go then find an old playlist on YouTube for, say, Red Dead Redemption 2 or something. Download the playlist, combine all those videos together into like a 12-hour long thing, and broadcast it as a rerun on Twitch when I'm not here or when I'm sleeping, right? So I could go to bed and run a rerun while I'm asleep. So that even when I'm sleeping, I've got content that is live and pulling in live numbers and that is a huge, 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 huge tool for streamers, for Twitch partners, is the ability to run reruns on the Twitch platform, so that even if you're not like actually there live, you can still run content. And I'm like, I'm looking at that rerun feature going, I really want that feature, and god damn it, it's taking too long to get there. And so I do have this hyper fixation with numbers of being like, I should only stream things that are going to get me big numbers on Twitch, because I really want, because the thing with Twitch is like, it looks at the aggregate score and says, well, these are your average stream numbers. It has to be 70 concurrent average for a 30-day period, and then they look at the previous 3 months on top of that.
Doesn't look like anything
That's a
dwarves
personal
would have
thing.
created.
So that's why I got a little
Too
grumpy.
complicated.
Where are all these people going? Stop! Come back! Looks like there's a part missing, but I did find a part. So I'm guilty of the whole obsessing over things just as much as other people are. Well, I can do premieres on YouTube, Queen Blueface. So that's kind of the same thing. So I can do that on YouTube, but I can't on Twitch. And I've been thinking about this recently. I've been thinking about finding one of my older playlists and putting it together into like a big, like an 8-hour stream, an 8-hour thing, and then uploading it, and then just have it run as a premiere and have it be like the whole game from start to finish, if that makes sense. The problem is some of my older content is really not edited together very well, and it's like yeah, it was when I was using different overlays and all this other stuff, and it's like, I don't know, man. But I've been debating it, because it doesn't take that much time to put together, a supercut, and then you air that as a premiere on YouTube. Alright, who are these guys? What's up, Lazy Gamer? I mean, I could make it a Monday thing, Transcend. Chris and I have been talking about that as well. We've been talking about what day might it be good, because what I'm trying to figure out is what's a good day for me to take a break. The reality is that I generally speaking in the past, I've gotten very good numbers on the Saturday and Sunday morning streams when I'm playing a very specific game. The news thing, though, has done this. And whereas Mondays are like usually my lowest day. Yes, it's 3.5 edition, so there's unlimited rests. So you killed my brothers. Good. Now I don't have to share with them. Kill them. We'll find the other dwarves with us. Alright, hold up, guys. I need you to... Never mind. My druid's gonna take some hits. Druid's gonna die.
That's all you got?
That guy's got a boatload of hit points.
Take that!
I love how she just pounds him with magic missiles until he dies. Dude, he gave 189 hit points. But the hardest part about this game is remembering to save, because there's no autosave feature.
I have to lighten this load.
Oops, didn't mean to shut the door in your faces. A halberd. What's a spell? What is this? Didn't I just loot like a... Okay, there's a bell. It's a ring. Ah, there it is. How do I move this? Do I like manually put it in the bag? By the way, where did my bag go? There it is. No? How does this work? Not quite sure I understand how the bag works. Aha! Bingo! Fingered it out. Bolt fire. Pizza. Pizza. I don't believe it. Our clan thought they'd been lost forever. What are they? The gauntlets of Iron Fist held by the first of our kings. What do they do? Everyone who wears them gains the strength of 10, maybe 20. That's how the clan under the name Iron Fist. Ooh. Sounds useful. And that's just the beginning. It's said that if the wearer also wielded a hammer of Iron Fist, he could fell dragons with one blow. Ooh, so it's part of a set? So the tale goes. Alright. Ah. You keep it. It belongs to an Iron Fist. So did he just get gauntlets of uber strength? It didn't give it to him though. Where are they?
What?
They said here take them, and yet they didn't. He didn't actually take them.
Yes.
All right. Attack bonus 1, enhancement bonus strength plus 3. Booyah. How do I see his actual stats? Aha! So he has now 22 strength. Fuck yeah. That's badass, man. You guys got me craving pizza right now.
Perhaps so.
That is like the one thing I have a serious weakness for is hamburgers and fries and pizza. Like I can't, I'll never be able to say no to pizza or burgers and fries. Alright, let's get out of here. Chile, chile, chile. Gray says I'm delivering pizza right now. You know what? I'm double F you to everybody who mentioned pizza and delivering pizza, and I hate you all right now. Because now my mouth is watering, and all I can do is like smell pizza, even though there's no pizza in my house. I just want some pizza. Ooh, favorite type of fries. You know, I like all fries, but so there's a couple of weird things that I like. So that's a good. Let's just talk food for a minute, 'cause I'm getting really hungry. I love classic, like McDonald's, Wendy's style, like French fries with like a garlic dipping sauce or blue cheese. Really big fan of that. However, like seasoned fries, depending on the seasons, like bar fries, like steak fries, seasoned fries, dipped in like ranch dressing or something, like or a garlic ollie. Always gonna go for that. Chris and I keep in the freezer. I've got frozen thick cut. I think it's called Cane's. It's like a Canadian type of French fry, but we keep frozen French fries in the freezer. I think it's called Cane's. It's in a red bag, but it's a Canadian brand, and they sell it here, and so I always get those. And then I just love to fry those up and then dip it. I take Greek yogurt, like no sugar added, like regular, just plain old Greek yogurt, and then I put garlic, paprika, parsley, salt, pepper, olive oil, and mix it all up. And then I have that as like a dipping sauce for my fries, dude. And then I'll also use it as like on top of my egg omelets and stuff. It's so good. But wedge cuts, like just bar fries, like I just like fries. Like I will eat any kind of French fry you put in front of me. I'm gonna eat. I just love them all. I love potatoes. Potatoes, eggs, cheese. I will eat no matter. McCain. That's what they are, Dino. Thank you. It's McCain. We have a bag of them in the freezer right now, and I go through. I go through about a bag of those every couple of weeks. Oh, steak and shake, steak and shake, steak and shake, baby. Steak and shake, steak and shake fries are the fucking bomb, dude, dude. That's it, Phelan. Hexcellence just dropped steak and shake fries in chat, and I do have to say, because I grew up in Missouri, and steak and shake is like a fucking. They do some like chili burgers, chili bowls. They used to do a chicken fried steak sandwich. I don't know if they still do that, but the fries they have steak fries at Steak and Shake, and they are good. Or they used to. I don't know if they still do. Um, but I will eat all French fries. That's just the long and short of it. Blueface just started Solasta for the first time, and you're loving it. It's such a great game. But yeah, any kind of French fry, I'm gonna eat. Um, the garlic butter burger. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what though. There was I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if Bubbalonia is still in chat. I could maybe convince him to go north and try it out one day. There was a place in Loveland, Colorado, called McGrath's, and it's when I used to go there. I used to go there with this guy I knew who played EverQuest. We were in the same guild. It was a weird coincidence that we were in the same guild, and we happened to live, like, he lived in Boulder and I lived in Greeley. And so him and his wife would come up. They would drive north to Loveland, and I would drive out to Loveland, and we would meet at Loveland in this place. If you ever get a chance, Babylonia, and you ever go up north to Loveland, you just have to let me know. Let me know if the place is still there, and if you get a chance, duck in. It's called McGrath's, and it's on the main strip right through town, coming on off of I-25. And I actually went there with my sister. We took Chris there because my sister lives. She used to live in Loveland. They live south of there now, but we went up there, and I took Chris there in 2018 or 19, and the fries were just as good as I remembered from back in, like, the early 2000s. But they had these seasoned fries. It's like a burger and pizza and IPA craft beer joint. But they used to do these seasoned basket of fries. You get this basket of seasoned fries that they bring to your table, and they bring like garlic dipping sauce, ranch dipping sauce, blue cheese dipping sauce. And it's just this massive basket and I swear to God, like, that place for the longest time was like the best seasoned fries I had ever had in my life. Now, when I went back there and tried it again, when I took Chris there a few years ago, they were a little bit too salty. Like, it was way saltier than I remembered. The flavor was good, but it was like, ooh, that's a little salty. But they have a mean, thin crust Mediterranean chicken pizza that they do, and they've got, like, the last time I was there, they had some amazing IPAs on tap, and I'm a sucker for, like, fries, beers, pizza, burgers. Like, that whole combo is deadly. Like, I yes, you did this to yourself, Deeks. Like, I paused the stream to talk about French fries. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna clip this out. I'm gonna make this a clipped. This is gonna be a clipped video. This is all Deeks' fault. This video is gonna be called "I Love French Fries," something like that. My love for French fries. I have had Freddy's. They're not bad. They're good. They're good. Transcend all I'm gaining from this conversation is that I need to make something for breakfast. I'll tell you what, all I've gained from this conversation is that as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna go make French fries. I'm literally gonna pull some fries out of the freezer and, and fry them up. One thing I haven't done though is my brother and my sister-in-law have been trying to convince me to get an air fryer and try air fried fries, because I've always just fried them up in like peanut oil or olive oil, whatever I have on hand. Bubble Lady says, looks like they're still there. I'll have to meet the youngest there for lunch one day when he has a day off. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, let me know, because as I remember, they used to have amazing seasoned fries and thin crust awesome pizzas, but it's also been, you know, like the last time I was there was 2019, which has been like 6 years ago. So but I'm hungry for fries now. Deke says I've gained 10 pounds from this conversation. I know, right? You First Playa over on Twitch says regular sandwich bread, toasted grill, onions, mayonnaise, 2 patties, Dutch Sound man burger. God, that sounds good. Deke says I'm a curly fry Arby's guy. Curly fries are good. You know what also I love, Deeks? So there was a place, it doesn't exist anymore. There was a place in Greeley, Colorado called, fuck. I can't remember the name of it now. It was like a family, it was a family owned like 50s diner. Like they did like 3 generations. They closed down during the pandemic, but they used to have the best waffle fries I had ever had. And I am a sucker for like fries and ranch dressing. And they used to do these waffle fries that I could literally eat like a pound of those things with like ranch dipping sauce. Just waffle fries. But those curly fries from Arby's are out of this world. There's devilry going on there. And my brother, because I always fly into St. Louis Airport when I go visit my brother's family, and he and I will either stop at Arby's or Steak and Shake on the way home from the airport every single time. And I tell you what, there's a wings and burger joint in the St. Louis airport that has some of the best wings I've ever had. Shanahan's or something like that. It has the best hot wings that Chris has ever had in her life. She swears by them, and it's the airport in St. Louis. This, by the way, I had timestamped this at 53 minutes, and now we're at 55 minutes, and it's still going. This is awesome. All right, everybody here in chat is confirming that air fryers are good. Okay, I'm going to have to get an air fryer then. First player says, I saw your Instagram post with a troll complaining about grown men playing games. I think your response verbally cut his head off. That video, by the way, guys, I have been genuinely surprised. It's died down quite a bit on TikTok and YouTube, but that fucking thing is still going strong on Instagram. Like I'm very surprised. Like it's not as viral as it was like the first week it went live. But that thing is still going on Instagram. Well, I'm gonna have to seriously put some thought into getting an air fryer then, because I've been reluctant to do one because electricity is really expensive where we live. And an air fryer is like, I would only use it for things like, I say that right now, I say that I would only use it for fries, but I would use it for all sorts of different things. Yeah, so that is officially my first video that has crossed 500,000 views. It's up to 611,000 views on, if you guys can see that. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. Focus, damn it! It's probably not going to focus because of the glare. Whatever. It's up to 611,000 views on Instagram, which is just ridiculous. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You can air fry everything. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid I'll buy one and then I'll just like not want to fire up the grill anymore. do any sort of other cooking, I'll just be like, I'm gonna air fry everything. I did. So my brother got a Blackstone when they moved to the new place, and I used it because they got one of the big combos that has like the griddle, 2 air fryers, and everything else. But I can't get that combo down here. I can only get like a normal grill, and I don't need a griddle. Like, and I have a charcoal grill that I'm happy to use. So, but I do like Blackstones. But I'm debating an espresso machine for Christmas or something. I don't need one. I have 2 mocha machines. They're not machines. I have 2 mocha. If you know what a mocha mocha espresso is, it's on the stove, right? It's the Italian ones, right? And I have 2 of those. We have a medium one that she and I use, and we have a big one that will break out for guests. But I've been debating getting an espresso machine for like a couple of years. It's just like, I don't need one. So I'm just like, nah. I'm always reluctant to buy things that I don't need, because she and I were literally on a walk 2 nights ago, and she complained. She's like, we're starting to get so much shit. Just the house is so full of stuff. Every time we turn around, we're buying more things for the house. By the way, I do not know how to get out of here, so I'm just gonna... Hopefully this is the way out. Transcend says there's some nice views. What are we looking at? What views?
If you have not entered the clan hold, then you have no business with us.
We explored the stronghold, but it's collapsed.
The rock in this region has always proven difficult to carve, and it's not
the
one for
Instagram
keeping
views.
it shape without
God,
a good hammer
like...
disciplining it. We'll have to find another way.
I was because I shared a picture
There's
earlier with
other
like the river
entrances
view,
we
and so
might
my
be
brain
able
was
to
like, "What, the
uncover."
river views?"
But
Oh,
we
you meant the
found
Instagram
something
views,
else.
Yes.
Look at this, Kalmar. What do you see?
It's a pair of gauntlets, Kelgar. Well crafted, to be sure. And they have the mark of by Clan Geddon's hammer. Are my eyes blinded? Are those the gauntlets of Iron Fist?
The same. Who knows what other treasures are buried deep in the clan hold, Kalmar? But if we found these after a quick search, well, who knows, even the rest of it might be down there.
You found a relic, Kelgar. Part of our history.
I didn't do it. You have my friend here to thank. And we never would have known this place to be here if you hadn't been here before us, Kalmar. And the gauntlets, well, they should rest with the clan, I think.
No, Kelgar. If you two found them, then they were meant to be held by you both, for a time. When your journey is done, perhaps you shall return them to us.
Are you good to keep traveling these mountains? If you like, I could...
Our wounds have healed, and you've already given us enough aid. Perhaps we were too quick to judge your allies, Kelgar. The Iron Fist clan is in your debt. This I swear to you in stone and steel. Such a debt shall not be forgotten in the days to come. And Kelgar, if your path lies with this one, so be it. But the clan shall await your return.
It shall not be long, I think, Kalmar. But someone needs to watch out for this little one, or else he'll be lying in a grave.
Little, compared to you.
Very well, Kelgar. May stone shield you from the sky, and ale be always at your hand. But not too much ale. You know how you get after the 12th tankard.
Well, that was a chance encounter. And a chance to do some good, I think.
Speaking of which, I bought a new
Iron
bottle
Fists
of
have
tequila
had rough times these past
today,
few
so
years.
I'll have some.
So,
we'll have
are
some
we
tequila
ready
tonight.
to crack some more skulls?
I'll probably start sipping on the tequila when I go record that the next episode of the How to Make Money video. All right, we can now go to the probably, I think, we could go to the Bone Gnasher clan now. Unless we need to sell anything at the old Owl Well. Let's check in. I might want to sell some things. Transcends is not, and to be fair, not every decision needs to be about need. Sometimes want is enough. I don't disagree, but I will say that I have become, since we bought this place, I have gone into super, like, unless it's a business expense, I try not to spend money. Chris and I are extremely frugal because we're trying really hard to, we're in our make sure that we're good for the rest of our lives phase right now. So we're trying really hard to ensure that we are saving every penny so that we can buy another property. And that's like the number one. So anything that falls outside of that category, we are extremely, like, even me buying the monitor, the new monitor was like, I had to wait until my eyes were telling me, hey, maybe you should get a new monitor and a bigger monitor, like something to help your eyes. Like, I had to wait until that happened before I was willing to go spend the money. Business expense, you know. And I still was like, I'm gonna get the one that's on sale. But like, we were out at my sister-in-law's today. We visited all three of Christina's sisters and her mom. And I was having a conversation with one of the sisters. Good night, Heinrich. See ya. What's up, Thandart? And like, her sister was like, why don't you buy a car? And it's like, because I don't need a car. And she's like, yeah, but if you had a car, it would be nice, because then you could go visit more of these properties you're looking at buying, and you could take the weekends off and go visit the rivers and go on picnics and everything else. And we've been talking about getting a car, but we don't need a car. And I haven't had a vehicle since 2007. And the moment you buy a car, a whole bunch of other things come into play, because you got to have plates, you got to have insurance, you have maintenance, you have brakes, you have oil changes, you have tires. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes with owning a vehicle that I have been free of for 20 years. I haven't needed any of that. And so I'm reluctant to buy a car, because it's like, don't need a car. It would make things more convenient, but it's not a direct need. And that, you know, if we spend $10,000 on a decent used vehicle, you know, that's 10 grand. That would be a third of what a nice piece of investment property would cost us. So we're just, that's where my brain is at these days. And Chris is like, I'd learned that from my wife. My wife is extremely frugal when it comes, because she comes from like nothing, and so money means a lot to her. Like, I would love to like air condition the whole house and not just my office, but then that makes our electric bill go from being like, right now my electric bill on a normal month is probably like $120 a month. We're in subsidized months right now, so I'm spending like $40 or $50 a month. But October through May, it's not subsidized. May through October, it is subsidized. So, but if I run air conditioner in every single unit, if I run a mini split in every single room throughout the house, I would probably have like a $500 a month electric bill. And some people would be like, well, $500 a month, you could totally afford that. You're not breaking the bank. And your whole house would be cooled. You'd be a lot more comfortable. You wouldn't, you know, right now I open up my office door and I get hit with a blast of hot air to the face, you know, in the hot months. But Chris and I are both like, yeah, but it's $500 a month versus $120 a month. Like, that's $400 a month spread out over the course of a year. You know, that adds up. That shit adds up fast. Sometimes, yes, there are things that I want, but I'm very reluctant to buy them if I don't need them. And it's a personal, it's definitely a personal thing. Dude, homemade sausage and egg burger sounds amazing. I'm so hungry. I do have glasses, Laura, but I'm thinking I probably need to go check and see if I need a prescription now that I'm getting older. But these are just like blue light glasses, computer glasses. I don't use them very often.
Everyone, follow me.
Yes.
What's going on?
Oh, I forgot to check what that ring was. Ooh, I don't want to sell that for sure.
What?
How do I open the bag?
I have to lighten this load.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Well, the problem with solar where we live, Transcend, because I've actually looked into getting solar here. Because one of the things that I complain about during the summertime is how we have power outages because there's too much drain on the grid. So I've looked into going solar here because we do have sun. We have a flat roof, and we have sun like 340 days out of the year. Like, we do have rainy season from June to October, but it's still sunny every single day. We have rain in the afternoons. So solar is a definite option here. But the upfront cost for solar, because of where we live, I would have to get somebody to come in, and the nearest city is 3 hours away. So I have to get a crew to come in from the city to put it in. It would be, we're talking north of $10,000 to get solar put into this place, and to pay for that to pay for itself, you need to be planning on living there for 10 years for that cost to pay for itself over the course of many years to come. And we're not planning on staying here for that many more years, so it doesn't make any sense to make that kind of investment on this property. Like, we are talking about I think one of the things we are going to do this winter is we're going to put a second story. So we have a flat roof. We're going to turn that into like an upstairs garden, and we're going to install a stairwell out front, out on the side of the house that goes up, and then we're going to put a sheet metal roof on top, and put chain link all the way around it, and then chain link the stairs going up, so that our cats can go up top, and then we'll have like an upstairs garden, and then I'm gonna have that be like an outdoor workout area, as like a fitness area. There's dual purpose to that. One is because it'll keep the sun off the roof of my office, because and it gets abnormally hot in here during the summertime because I'm a west-facing building, and so in the afternoons is when the sun comes down and it just beats directly down on the rooftop. We have shade on the wall, but not on the roof. Whereas if we put a sheet metal roof on top, and then we have, we're gonna put some like wood slats down the western side, that will keep that whole upstairs portion shaded, and it'll keep the heat off of the rooftop. And it should theoretically drop the temperature of the house by about 10 degrees during the summertime. That investment we are probably gonna make this fall, and that's probably gonna be, I don't know yet. It'll be a few thousand. But we're going to be at this property for at least another 2 to 3 years, so we figured it's worth it to make that investment. I wonder if we can report to this guy about the dwarves.
Unless you found the emissary, I'll keep searching them out.
Nope, he doesn't care. Convenience is nice, but homemade is next level, says Steindar. Yes. I will say we looked at some really nice properties today. Unfortunately, they were all like really affordable, but unfortunately all of them were bordering the highway. And I don't want to have something next to the highway. Just because it's constant. That highway is a transportation highway, and so it has 24/7.
My Lord Garius grows impatient with your progress, Lord.
Semi-trucks.
I am lord here in the mountains, human, not your master. Orcs rule the well, and none can stand against us.
Except the Grey Cloaks, peasant recruits who are more than a match for you. We have given you weapons, yet you seem to lack the strength to use them.
We captured your emissary. We have given your dark priests all the dead they have asked for. My war chief Yisong here is gathering the tribes for a new attack against these humans, even as we waste time here listening to you. This weak Grey Cloak tribe will fall, Logrum, without help from Garius or his accursed priests of shadow.
If you fail, Logrum, then Garius will need further sacrifices. And the next corpse given to the Shadow Priests will be yours.
You threaten me? Here, in Orcish lands? I fear not your Lord Garius, nor your dark priests.
That is good, because Garius has sent more here to watch over you. And unless you drive the Grey Cloaks from Old Hourwell, then they will carry out the orders that you cannot.
Dun dun dun! Oh, I'm really glad I decided to play. I almost logged in to do Destiny 2 tonight, and I was like, I'm going to save it for tomorrow morning. I feel like a little bit of D&D, and this has been really fun. We're getting lots of good story tonight with this, which is great. Like someone was saying the other day, like these older games really feel like they feel like Forgotten Realms versus Baldur's Gate 3, which in some ways did not feel like Dungeons and Dragons. It felt more like a Larian Studios game, which isn't a bad thing. Like that whole quest helping the dwarves claim their whole kingdom grounds just felt really good. Then we've got orcs. Like I haven't seen bugbears in a D&D game for a long time. Like, it's really cool to see bugbears back in action. Bugbears and orcs, the classic D&D baddies.
Take that!
No. No.
Did she just use her wand of lightning? What the hell, bitch? There was one dude. The AI is so messed up. Not like they weren't like a main bad guy in Baldur's Gate 3 the way they were in some of these older games. Yeah, Transcend, like Chris and I stayed out there in 2015 for a few months after her surgery, and it was a hard thing for me to get used to, was like the sound of constant, like, truck drivers coming through. Oh my god. This guy's just spawned out of nowhere.
My steel will strike true.
Got fireballs for the win.
Damn! My spell failed.
Take that!
Apio Nova.
Take that! Ha!
The thing is about sneak attacks is I literally have to get behind them if I want to have my sneak attacks work. And that's the one thing I will appreciate about 5th edition is that they made sneak attack be something where it's like as long as there's somebody next to the mob, it triggers the sneak attack ability. Whereas in old school D&D, you had to literally be flanking or behind for the sneak attack to go off. Yeah, insulation is something like none of the houses here are insulated either, yeah. I forget who was saying. I think it might have been Thandar talking about convenience a minute ago.
We'll have to find another way around. It would take a dwarven engineering team a week to clear away this rock slide.
This rock slide looks like it happened not too long ago. The rocks are still loose. There's not much dirt pat between them. From what I've heard, avalanches in Old Owl Well are not uncommon, especially with orcish war horns blasting through the canyons. I think we should find another way around. There's no way we could remove these rocks by ourselves.
This slide's begging to have a fireball thrown at it. With a big enough blast, I bet those rock fragments would go flying. Still, I can't muster that kind of power. Too bad. Would have been fun to see it blown apart.
The rock side blocks your path. Unless you find some way to remove the obstacle, you'll be unable to continue on. The convenience thing, like, there's no fast food where we live. So, I haven't had, like, fast food in a long time. I did have a splurge when I went to my brother's place last summer. I was there for 3 weeks or whatever. And I went and got like every fast food I could find. Like, I was going out like once a day to get my cravings satisfied. And there's a Burger King like 45 minutes away in the next town over, and I have been seriously considering a run to the next town over just to go get a fast food burger. Like, Burger King is not my favorite burger, but it's like that's the closest like fast food joint to where we live, and I'm like, it's been a while. I'm craving something, man. But here's a convenience thing. So we can't get tahini paste to make hummus. Like, none of the grocery stores around here have it in stock. So the only way we can get it is if we go 2.5 hours away to the city, and that's just not. It doesn't work for us. So Chris literally makes her own tahini paste. Like, she gets the seeds and she roasts them down and she blends them up and does the extract. Like, she does it all herself. So when we have hummus, it's literally Chris in the kitchen for 3 hours, sweating her ass off, doing her thing, making delicious homemade hummus, which she does about once a month. Like, we both really love hummus. But it's more convenient to buy the paste, but I will also say that the homemade stuff is really, really, really good. Whopper time, baby. Yeah, we're about ready to make that trip. I literally I was like, do they have a Subway? Because if they have a Subway, I'm going to get like 2 Subway's sandwiches and bring them home and stick them in the fridge for the next 2 days. But unfortunately, it looks like the Subway that was over there has been closed down for a while.
You think Hogrot in trouble? Maybe we should go look. Me not going anywhere. Relgard say wait. Me wait. Maybe Hogrot find troll.
Yep.
He need help if he find one. You talk too much. Trolls might hear you. Be quiet.
Yeah, usually about 3 or 4 times a week, Kigaran. I don't normally stream at this hour, but we actually just had some on stream. Like usually 3 or 4 times a week, I will have tamales on stream, and there's different tamales here in town. So we have a lot of people who deliver door to door, and one of the ladies does chaya, tamales de chaya, and usually it's with pork, but sometimes with ground beef. But she chaya is it's but they call it it's tree spinach in English, but it's a local plant to this region, and that grows in like so many people's backyards, and they chop it up and you can put it in, but they make these delicious tamales. So, and then Chris orders, there's that lady, and then there's another old lady who does once a week. She does tamales coladas, I think is what they're called. And she'll do like chicken with green salsa or chicken with red salsa. So yes, we do tamales. Chris eats more tamales than I do, because that's like, for her, that's like her go-to. Like for me, my go-to is burgers and pizza. That's what I would eat. Tamales are Christina's go-to. So we have tamales 3 or 4 times a week. She has them more than that. I have them 3 or 4 times a week. We had some 3 days ago, I think, on stream, because we had a chaya tamale with homemade beans, and there was something else that was, and a chistorra sausage. That was breakfast like 3 or 4 days ago on the stream. But yeah, where we live, that's fast food. The fast food here is, there's a Facebook group for our town, and there's probably 50 different mom and pop, like it's not even mom and pop, it's just people who make them out of their home, and you can have them deliver it straight to your house. You just literally get on Facebook and you find somebody's WhatsApp number, you send them a WhatsApp message and be like, hey, do you have tamales, or do you have tacos, or do you have whatever, barbacoa? And then 30 minutes later, you've got something at your house. And then other people will come by, like the lady who does the chaya tamales, she comes by twice a week. So, yes. And then we have a butcher shop right down the street from us who does, every Sunday they do, every Saturday they do barbacoa, and every Sunday they do fresh chicharron. And if you've never had fresh chicharron, we should have gotten some today. We were out today though. I've had fresh chicharron on stream multiple times. It is the bomb if you've never had fresh chicharron. It is, I mean, you get the right ones, and it's nice and crunchy on the outside, but it'll still have like half an inch of meat on the inside. And so you can pull that meat out and eat that, but then you have the nice crunchy out. Oh, god damn, it's good. And then whatever's left, you throw in the pot of beans, and it gives you an amazing flavor for the pot of beans. And then you've got, your pork and beans. And you cook that on the outside on the grill, the charcoal or the wood fire. I like wood fire beans more than I like charcoal beans, but it's all good, man. It's all yummy stuff. All right, let's wait to see what happens.
That look like Hogrot. Why we running?
Oh, he's got trolls after him. Yeah, birria tacos are
We
good.
not stay here. Run! Time for a little. Let's see what they're made of.
Now, unfortunately, with a troll, I think we have to have fire to kill it. I sold my fire weapon. Alright, hold up. I'm pretty sure we have to have fire to kill it. Do any of my casters have fire?
Of course.
Lightning. What is flare? Oh, she hit him with acid. Acid worked. Perfect.
Stay close.
I forgot acid
And
works as
step
well. Yeah, it's
where
acid
I
or
step.
fire. I can't hear you over the sound of the yum. Dude, I'm so hungry right now. The funniest part about tonight is because, you know, today was my, like, rest day, sort of, and my schedule's all weird. I drank an espresso at, like... So normally I'm in bed by 7:30 and sleeping. It's 6 o'clock right now, and I am, like, amped up to the max because I had a triple espresso at, like... What time is it now? It's 6. I started at 4:30. Yeah, I had a triple espresso at 4:30. I may be up late tonight. Thunderstone. What is that? Thunderstone comes in a number of different types depending on its strength. Any target who fails a fortitude save will be deaf for 5 rounds. It's a grenade. Interesting. Oh, we got another troll.
Hario avoke ye koro.
Take that!
Apio no leme vafrain. Navi leme vafrain.
Take that! Take that!
Now, I'm gonna have to pause because if I don't, they're gonna keep casting ridiculous nonsense at it. Whereas I can just go for a simple acid splash.
Cabra.
Dead troll.
What?
I say that I'm wired up and then I do that jaw-breaking yawn. That's funny as hell, man. My body's like,
Leme vafrain. Where navitus? Leme vafrain. Apio no. Leme vafrain.
Is she gonna automatically do an acid? No, she's still doing... There she goes. So she does switch to acid to kill the trolls, but it takes her like 3 or 4 spell casts. Banana split. You know what I used to love, Gray, and I wonder if they still do it. Wendy's used to have those, the chocolate, fuck, what were those called? It's like a malt shake type thing, but I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, I used to love those. Like French fries mixed with one of those is just like, wow, stoner heaven. BLTs, nice, Kagarin. Enjoy.
Apio no.
That's all you got?
The land is against you.
Frosties. Yeah, Frosties. Now they have way more flavors than just chocolate. What? Yeah, I remember just getting like a large fry and a Frosty was just like heaven, man. Just, I could just eat that for lunch and be happy. Frosty and fries. Alright, Troll Cave. Who knows what's in here? Probably nothing nice. That didn't sound nice.
Hario avoko.
My
Eleme vagreni. Perna vitus. Eleme vagreni.
Take that!
Apio novo. Eleme vagreni.
Switch to acid. So she's doing a good job of, like, the AI is having her switch to acid pretty regularly, so it just takes her a minute. Pizza. Fuck you, Deeks. Green chili, bacon, and chicken with ranch drizzle. With the ranch. Just over there rubbing it in. That's right, Renfail. Rubbing it in the ranch. Oh.
Nature will have its say.
Eleme vagreni. Perna vitus. Dabra. Apio novo. Dabra. Dabra. Dabra.
My dwarf is, like, over there doing something somewhere.
Eleme vagreni.
The land is against you.
my
Oh, my spellcaster is bugged.
Well, well. Looks like we have some new targets.
Oh no, she's just out of stuff.
Eleme vagreni.
That's all you got?
what?
I don't need any of that. Oh, definitely.
I have to lighten this load.
That's what I say first thing every morning. Go to the bathroom. Okay, we got a tower shield. Give that to Kelgar. Hammer. Give that to Kara. What else did I get? What is this? Summon creature. Don't care.
Yes.
Yeah?
Don't I already have a tower shield +1? Is that what I'm using? No, it's just a normal tower shield. Oh, 22. What class can my druid use? Probably not. She probably
I am
only uses-
listening.
Yeah, she can only use a small shield.
Perhaps so.
That was the way I came. Gotta go this way.
Apio novo. Perna vitus. Eleme vagreni.
Take that!
Apio novo. Eleme vagreni.
All right, I can do that.
Now! Strike swiftly.
Hang on. Battle shield might be... No, it's heavy shield. Never mind. Jalapeno Ranch. A miscellaneous medium object. That's great. Lost item. Where's it?
Yes.
Scabbard of Blessing. Oh, that's not worthwhile. Oh, but I am going to equip that for her. It gives her 20 armor class.
Perhaps so.
Nice. Alright, she's got 20 AC now. That's not bad for a mage, man. So what's inside? Was it worth the run? The crate is filled with small globes covered in dust. They look fragile. See if you can spot any traps. Yes, I did. The globes look like they were intended to break. These may be called blast globes. You also notice them have a cracked surface. Only some of them look stable. Remove only the stable globes. I bet I can use those to blow up that wall. But we probably have to go out and make our way back. Yeah, it's interesting, like some of the old school concepts in like this game, because this is a 20-year-old game, and so we're really going back in time to the way D&D used to be. The concept of like you're getting like these days 5th edition, like pretty much everyone has a lore. Like every character has like a lore skill. And technically the characters all have lore skills here, but it's still relevant to like you pick items up and you can't see what they are. Whereas in like Baldur's Gate 3, I don't think I ever had an item that wasn't immediately identified when I picked it up, you know? And like Baldur's Gate 2, I can remember there's a, I can't remember where it's at. There's a cavern dungeon that you do, which is full of like vampires and I think werewolves, one or the other, and they do level drain, and so you're constantly losing levels unless you have specific abilities set up to like not lose levels, and you have to have like restoration spells on your clerics and everything to get the levels back, because if you don't, you know, your character will take like 3 hits and you'll go from being like level 12 to level 3, and suddenly you have like 15 hit points again and you're in a level 12 dungeon. Dude, it's brutal. They don't do that shit in 5th edition D&D. There's a certain sadisticness to old school Dungeons and Dragons. I can't remember where that dialogue was at about the blocked pass. It was here, wasn't it? I wonder if I need to physically take them and throw them at the wall. What do the objects look like? That's another good question. Aha. I don't see that it did anything. I don't even have a quest for this. Dude, I would love an Icewind Dale 3 Excellence. My secret hope is that one of the projects, but I don't think it is. I don't think Larian Studios is working on Icewind Dale 3, but I would prefer an Icewind Dale 3 project to another Baldur's Gate title. Like, I love the Icewind Dale games. I would also love a Knights of the Old Republic 3 game. Like, that would also make me equally happy. Okay, I don't know where to go from here. We got that message that we're going to have to find an alternate way, or we're going to have to find a way past that. And I could have sworn because we were getting these blast globes that those would be enough to let me break that down, but apparently not. And this just dead ends me at the cave, I think. No. Yeah, but see this... I'm gonna have to look this up. Whoa, you found some tracks which reveal an opening in the obstacle. Oh shit. Is that gonna happen if I go down here again? Maybe I just have to wander around until I find the right place? I feel me Googling something soon, right now. Bone Gnasher Approach. What is the name of this right here? Bone Gnasher Approach. I think I have to get the whole box. According to the internet, I needed to pick up the whole box. I only took the ones that I thought I needed. I took the good ones. Yeah, that's what my understanding of it too is. Excellence is that they're stepping away entirely from D&D to focus on if I had to guess, they're definitely working on a new Divinity Original Sin game, but they're also working on 2 projects. So my secret hope is that the other project they're working on is some sort of a licensed project. I know they said they're stepping away from D&D, but I have secret hopes that they're just saying that. It would be cool if it turns out to be Icewind Dale 3, but it could also be KOTOR 3. It could be something. I have no idea. Whatever it is, we're going to have fun with it because it's Larian. Alright, I think we need the whole box, not just the nice globes. So I was on the right track with blowing that rock slide wall up, but unfortunately I don't think one of these things is enough. I think we have to have the whole kit and caboodle. I'm chuckling to myself because Christina has been asleep the whole time I've been streaming. Just completely passed out in the bed. She's sleeping with her cat Frodo. So the both of them are just like. Well, speaking of turn-based games, Star Wars Zero Company looks absolutely phenomenal, and that's not going to be until next year, but that is going to be a must-play for me. Turn-based Star Wars. Fuck yeah. All right, there we go. Got the cutscene. Do your thing, Kara.
Eleme Vakrain. Renfail.
Oh, 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 oh. Just gonna let her fireball those guys. I'm just gonna sit here and pew pew.
Eleme Vakrain.
Hang on, I'm over on my gaming PC looking at something really quick. All right. So, Knights of the Republic. Stay tuned. I may or may not have. I have some spare time in August. I'm looking for something to do in between projects in August. Here, I'll just let's tease this really quick. I'm gonna switch this over really quick. It's freaking out because I just switched the resolution. Anyway, I wish it wasn't freaking out. It's because, where the hell is the F11 button here? Let's switch the resolution. There we go. Nice Old Republic is installing. Just stay tuned. Oh, it has been a long time since I've done that. Gonna have to play around with that.
Eleme Vakrain.
Oh, Kelgar's gonna like run off and pull every fucking.
Lemon.
Oh no. Y'all need to come back here.
Mutation.
Stay close.
Nope. Come on. Come here. 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 Come here.
Lemon Bahrain.
Take that!
Lemon Bahrain.
Take that! Take that!
For Mer, yeah!
Take that!
As a boatload of orcs, and my stupid druid is off there doing stupid things.
Let's take that!
I see a thing there. Dude, we're gonna die horrible death in this fight. Yeah, I think we're all gonna die. Alright.
All right. All right. That's all you got? Let's see what they're made of!
God damn, that's a lot of orcs.
Time for a little fun!
It's just the two of us.
Take that!
Alright, where are you going? Where are we going?
Take that!
Stay close and step where I step.
Let's see if they follow us.
Now, strike swiftly.
Oh, she immediately got knocked down again.
Take that! Take that! Take that!
Ah, now you're attacking that one over here. Alright, that's toast. And the two of us are cleaning up on aisle 10. Our casters are down for the count, and the two of us melee characters just ran around and finished everything off. That was honestly pretty epic. Yeah, we need to rest and save. And then loot up, because I don't know what we got for loot here. I don't care about bullets. Oh, I should have looted them, considering I just looted the bolts. There's the cave we need. Oh, you are not a friend of Clan Bone Natcher. How did you get here? I want to speak to your chieftain. Ha! Chief Yasak not talk to you. You die first. You know what? I'm sure your chief is guarded well. I won't be allowed to harm him. Me not believe you. Alright, I'm gonna intimidate. Nope.
Renfail.
We tried.
Renfail.
Orcs too stupid. We kill all orcs now. Stupid orcs. But honestly, we're going to save that for next time, because I am going to go record the next episode of my How to Make Money, How to Make a Living as a streamer and content creator, and get that out on YouTube in the next little bit, and then continue to take it easy on this Sunday, my day of rest. And then I'll be back tomorrow morning with Destiny 2 and more Neverwinter Nights 2. And because someone had to say it, I'm going to blame Himpmine for this. Because KOTOR was mentioned, I now have KOTOR installing on the other PC. That might happen in August after Mafia: The Old Country. It's been a long time since I played KOTOR. I know I bought this massive Star Wars pack on GOG like I want to say 5 or 6 years ago, and it had like Republic Commando, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, all the X-Wing games, a bunch of stuff I'll never play again, Lego games. I specifically bought it because I wanted to do Knights of the Old Republic 2 again. And then when I went to go load it up, I realized it didn't have, like, it hasn't been enhanced to like run on modern machines, and so I can only run it in this like nasty box. And I was like, I don't want to stream that on my channel because that looks ridiculously tacky. So then I was like, whatever. It was only like $5 or $6 for the all-in-one pack. But I think Knights of the Old Republic 1 has been... It may have modern scaling. I forget. I know I put it up... I know I did a video like 2 years ago on it, but I can't remember. But I'm going to play around with that and we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to go record the next episode in that series, and that should be out in the next, I don't know how long I'll talk, so it'll be 20-30 minute episode probably. So sometime in the next hour, that video will be up on YouTube. So, and then I'll have another stream up tomorrow morning. So thanks for tuning in for the bonus stream tonight, everybody. I will catch you later.